Hong Kong is now the 5th largest market in the world. It's been overtaken by India.
Falling markets in China, by the way, they have, besides money flowing out, we are now within breathing distance of China in terms of total EM allocation. So India's share in capital allocation among FIIs, it's incrementally growing as you've seen. I hope we overtake China this year.
So the Indian stock market is leveling up. If you club all publicly listed companies in India, they're worth more than $4 trillion.
Namastute friends. These are happy times for investors. You and I, all of us are enjoying the spoils from the profits that India's stock markets have minted for all of us. Along with this, while we are counting our swelling bank balances, I also dived a bit into check what is the bank balance which the entire Indian stock markets have received from abroad. I mean the total FII inflows. Juggling around, analyzing some data points, India, other EMs, emerging markets, vis-a-vis each other. Emerging market itself now stands at beyond 17%. It used to be 7-8% about 5-6 years back. Falling markets in China, by the way, they have, besides money flowing out, also there has been significant value erosion. Chinese stocks have taken a hit, that has also lost value. We are now within breathing distance of China in terms of total EM allocation. So India's share in capital allocation among FIIs, it's incrementally growing as you've seen. We are neck and neck, and I hope this year we may, in terms of at least incremental flows for the year, I hope we overtake China this year. After all, it's a race. Just as every business races to attract capital to itself, it's also the same between nations. Whose market is more attractive, who has a bigger consumer market, who has a more stable policy and governance, they attract more capital. For the capital at large across the world, वो तो कहीं भी जा सकते हैं, इंडिया में जाएं, ब्राज़ील जाएं, कहीं भी जाएं. They look for a stable, strong, growing market, and that's where they allocate. And what better proof? जैसे कहते हैं, they put their money where their mouth is. केवल अपना वोट बिना अपने नोट के साथ दिया, वो वोट का वैल्यू कम है. So India's perception as a market which must be deserving of global capital. But who is India's best brand ambassador? India की छवि किसने बनाई है? Of great governance, stable policy. Modi ji. He is India's biggest opportunity and he is India's best capital. So let me put this in a little perspective for you. The America which we see today, well, hardly till the turn of the previous century, till about 1900, America was largely a rural economy. The vast continent was the biggest supplier of corn and cotton to the industries of Europe. But when did all this change? America rapidly industrialized in the early part of the 20th century. In hardly about 20 years, it changed from a Krishi Pradhan desh like India to the biggest economy, the most industrialized nation, and it did this in hardly 2.5 decades. Well, what drove this? It was copious amounts of capital which flowed into a well-governed large nation. Sounds like India? Yes. So friends, we are entering into that period where investment and opportunity will grow exponentially. We all remember जब हम लोग छोटे थे, India was a capital-starved nation. No more. Talent, opportunity, investment ideas, India में खदा से. But now, with the great environment for global capital to come in, the opportunities are going to multiply. You and I, we need to grab these, otherwise opportunities lost will only be viewed in the rearview mirror. So let's take it by the horns. This is my message to you. Modi ji is India's golden opportunity. Namaste.